Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're here today to talk about a little update on the Diddy trial because it resumed today. Yesterday was a holiday, so there was no trial, no court. But we resumed today with his old assistant, Capricorn Clark. That is a funny name, and it's hard for me to say. I don't know why. Capricorn Clark. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. But anyway, let's get into what happened in trial today. But before we do, let me just say, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, comment, does wonders for the algorithm. You guys, the algorithm is doing some shit. Like, seriously, it's just not putting me in there. And I don't know if it's because I'm super consistent. Like, I'm doing my thing. We're getting it done. Like my baby say, we are working all day and night trying to get these videos out. And for some reason, it's not picking up in the algorithm. It's not. It's driving me crazy. But I'm not going to stop. Like Diddy. No, we're not going to like Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop though. Can't stop, won't stop. Anyway, let's get to it, you guys. Like the video, again, subscribe, free of charge. We would love to have you, and it would be a huge deal to me. All right, before we get started with today's testimony from the ex-assistant, let's talk about Kid Cudi real quick and the fact that he did his testimony Friday. It wasn't really too much to talk about. We all know about the car being blown up, right? Although semantics, it wasn't blown up. It was just, I say it was just, but it wasn't my Porsche that had a square cut out in the roof and a Molotov cocktail thrown in. So yeah, that's still a big deal. But I mean, we had all thought about like the movies where it blew up. Still, it was set on fire. Not cool. But we didn't know that right before that happened, Diddy and someone else broke into his home and unpacked his, they opened up all his Christmas gifts, didn't steal them. Like Chanel and all that stuff, because Diddy don't need that shit. He just opened them up to be like, I was here. Put his dog in the bathroom and then left. So you guys, we're going to come back to that. The whole thing that happened at Kid Cudi's house, because testimony from the ex-assistant and Kid Cudi kind of overlapped a little bit because they were both involved in the situation. So just to finish up on Kid Cudi, number one, I felt like it was disrespectful for him to wear those goddamn blue jeans to a federal court case. And in the video I saw, all these stupid white people were like, oh my God, you look great, you look great. No, you don't look great. You're going to court. You look like a dumbass. Like, he's smoking a cigarette with a leather jacket on and jeans. And I'm like, what does he think this is, Grease? Like, dude, you're going to testify. At least try to make yourself look a little bit decent. But anyway, we move. That's besides the point, even though I really was hung up on that, y'all. He lost me right in the beginning. But I was just blown away by his testimony and him saying that he felt like Cassie played both of them because she gave Diddy his address. Did you not see the tape? Do you not understand that this girl did it, I'm sure, under duress? Like, do you think he wasn't beating the shit out of her? Like, you better tell me where he lives? That is just some stupid shit to say, especially while, at court, kind of discrediting her a little bit. I didn't like that. So, Kid Cudi can fuck off. Okay. And he's not even cute. So Cassie just like unattractive people. I mean, it's clear. All right, so Diddy's ex-assistant, Miss Capricorn Clark. Problem with Capricorn Clark, let me just get right into the problem with her and why everybody is kind of side-eyeing her is because she's coming with this testimony that she was kidnapped a few times, she was threatened quite a few times, and, she noticed or she's seen some things. She's heard some things, she's seen some things. The whole Kid Cudi incident, we'll get to it, she was there for that. But the problem with her is she was his assistant. She was by his side. She said she had to do everything. She had to shadow him, basically. She shadowed him from 9 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning. And she only was compensated like $55,000 a year. Girl, that's your fault. That's your fault. So she ended up going to HR and getting something from HR stating that he owes her $80,000 in, time that she worked and everything. And he was like, yeah, good luck with that. But she stayed from, I think, like 2005, 2006 till 2012 when she ended up getting fired for, basically going to HR and saying he kidnapped me at gunpoint. And they came up with something about her vacation time. She didn't put it in or whatever. And they fired her. But look at Diddy having a whole HR a whole HR department. But anyway, so she's testifying that she ended up being threatened, that she was kidnapped by some goons and taken to Central Park at night and threatened with a gun. And she was told that, she used to work for Suge Knight. If you open your mouth about anything that happens here, you'll be in the water. They gonna find you in the river or whatever. And she also said he accused her of stealing jewelry at one point and told her that she had to have a lie detector test. And if she failed, that was going to be her ass, basically. Like, he just threatened to kill her over and over again. She ended up, like I said, being fired or whatever, 2012. I think she came back in 2015 or so, something like that, working for Cassie, however, still working for Diddy. Like Cassie was with Diddy at the time. Diddy's the one that ended up firing her again. So you're working in close proximity to him. You're working for Diddy. So what are you talking about? So that is the problem that I and a lot of people have with her, is that if you were this scared, why do you keep coming back? And she also attempted to come back as recent as 2024, you guys, April 2024. She attempted to come back again. So now you're testifying that you were so terrified of this man. He kidnapped you, gunpoint, threatened you, all this, but you want to keep working for him. She claims it's because she was blackballed. He told her that if she leaves or after she leaves and all this or whatever, he's going to have her blackballed. She can't find work anywhere else, really. So she keeps coming back to him. I don't know. Not my business. Not my business. But it does kind of hurt her a little bit, to me, her credibility. However, she said that once she found out that Cassie was dating Kid Cudi, she told her that over text, and she's like, "What are you trying to get us killed?" And she took Cassie to get a burner phone. So the night that they broke into Kid Cudi's house, she was with Diddy. So there were people saying Diddy and them his team wanted Cudi's testimony thrown out because basically it was hearsay. He's saying, "Oh, he came into my house and did this or whatever," but nobody really said that it was definitely him. Well, now she's testifying that it was definitely him. He woke her up at 5 o'clock in the morning by gunpoint and said, "We about to go kill this motherfucker Cudi. Take me to his house." She knew where he lived because she was friends with Cassie. She had been there with Cassie. So they go, and this was her being kidnapped again for her. This is what she's saying, like she was kidnapped so many times. So he took her at gunpoint, and she said he normally sits up front with the driver. This time he sat in the back with her and was telling her, making her say exactly where to turn and everything. So they went there. I guess she stayed in the car, but him and one of his other people went in. And that's when they opened the gifts and just kind of fucked with his house just to let him know we got in here. She said they went through the front door. So she's basically putting him there. This is all what he definitely did. So says she. Now later on, when he comes back with the Molotov cocktail and everything, she wasn't with him, I guess, but he ended up coming back. So there's that with her. Again, she had a lot going on, and I'm sure her testimony is very damning, even though she, her whole back and forth with him doesn't look good. She knew a lot of stuff, and she was there. She knew where some of the bodies was buried, so to say. But she was the case of kidnapping in California. As we know, that's one of the charges. He's charged with kidnapping in California, and that would be her. That would be when he went and took her at gunpoint to go to Kid Cudi's house. So we're finally getting to the charges, you guys. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, when are we going to get to it? This is just domestic violence," myself included. So what I wanted to do was read the definition of racketeering, RICO, and sex trafficking, because we are actually getting to the shit finally. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to read the definition of racketeering, and you just think about some of the things that were said in this case already and see if you can put it together where we're getting to these charges. So racketeering is a coordinated illegal scheme to repeatedly make money through fraud, extortion, bribery, threats, violence, or other illegal means. It's not a single crime, but rather a pattern of illegal activity carried out by multiple people to further an enterprise. Racketeering can involve acquiring or operating a business through illegal activity or using a business to commit illegal acts. It can also involve selling illegal or immoral goods or services. So when we talk about the racketeering and it being an enterprise, he has bad boys. So he has all of his people that's working for him doing different things. She also said the ex-assistant, as well as the ex-driver, or no, his other ex-assistant, the man who said he had to get out of there. They both said how they would go and they would set up the rooms for him. They would go and get his drugs for him. She also said that she would go pick up prescriptions for him in her name. These illegal drugs or whatever. Well, legal drugs because they're at the at the pharmacy, but it's not really for her. But he would put shit in her name and she would go pick them up. So he was having his people, his drivers, his bodyguards going to do all of this illegal shit with him. So that is where we get into a criminal enterprise. And again, it's not just one thing. They are showing a pattern of behavior with him through threats of violence and etc. So we are definitely at the racketeering stage, you guys. All right, you guys. So RICO. It is considered a RICO because RICO is the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. So again, it's including racketeering. He is one person. So a lot of people were like, oh, how can it be a RICO charge with just one person? It can. He is the leader of this entity that's doing all this or whatever. So he is the one doing the racketeering. He's the puppet master. He's doing everything. And again, because it involves racketeering, it is considered a RICO. Let's get to sex trafficking, which, I mean, we've already heard from Cassie in terms of the sex trafficking, and reading the definition of human trafficking, it can also kind of sort of be that. I know people gonna be like, you stretching it, but no, read the definition, and the shit that he was doing, it was a lot. So let's get to sex trafficking. And whatever they say Diddy did, y'all, he did that shit. You can't convince me otherwise. At first, when it first started, I was like, I don't know when we're going to get to it. But there's so many more people that are going to testify. And again, none of this is looking good for him. Diddy needs to go away. He needs to go sit down. He has terrorized the shit out of people. And then again, with the racketeering, it involves bribery, extortion. He tried to extort Cassie's mom and, her parents. Like, do you understand how we're getting to it? Okay, let's move on to sex trafficking. All right, you guys, the federal definition of sex trafficking: the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, or obtaining of a person for the purposes of a commercial sex act in which the commercial sex act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or in which the person induced is under 18. Can we get to the force? It's the force. We got a lot of force and coercion. And then it said something about, I don't think I took a screenshot of it, but when you're forced to do these things for hours or whatever, which they were. Like we know that not only Cassie was doing these things for hours, but so were the sex workers, the people that he was getting to do these things. The only thing that I will say Diddy is smart about is the fact that he had Cassie call and solicit these people. So I don't know. I mean, apparently it's not really working in his favor, but I do think that was kind of smart on his part, but I don't know that it's really gonna help him out or not. But yeah, we're finally getting to the shit. So let's move on to some more stuff that happened last night and just in the blogs or whatever. Q, you guys remember Q from Day 26. We know that he went on a pod recently and broke down in tears. It was really sad just talking about it and how he's not the same. And any of us that watched the Making the Band or whatever, and Q had, like, he was upbeat, he was very jovial, for lack of a better word. He had a really good personality. He ended up getting with Dawn, who we know ended up testifying. She did the testifying. So he put a claim out there that Dawn had given him they went to the Hamptons, and he said Diddy was nice, and he had never really been nice, but he was nice and invited them to the Hamptons because he was hanging out with Dirty Money because he was going with Dawn at the time. So they went to the Hamptons, and Dawn gave him what was supposed to be an ecstasy pill. He said it was red, and she had one as well, and she said, "This is from Diddy for us to take." He said, okay, I had done ecstasy with her before. So my question with him saying that is like, did you not know that it didn't look like the same goddamn pill you took before? But never mind. We move. We're going to let you have that. So he said he took the pill, and within maybe 20 minutes, he was out. He was done. And he said when he came to, he was in the twins' room, Diddy's twin daughters. He was in their room, and there were people like recording him and everything. And he felt like he was kind of a sacrificial lamb for Diddy. Like he went a little crazy with it. I think what he meant is like a guinea pig, because he said that he felt like it was a horse tranquilizer pill. Dawn never took her pill. And he felt like Diddy gave it to him just trying to see what the effects would be, how long it takes for you to knock out if I use this. Like if he wanted to use it in the future on other people, he just used Q as kind of a guinea pig to see. He doesn't know for sure, but I guess after that he was done. He said he had never been the same after that. And you can actually see in the interviews that something is off with Q. I mean, it's unfortunate. And then if you think about it, we have all these people from these different shows that Diddy did that's claiming he did so much stuff. He groped them. He threatened them. They saw him beating people, like all kind of shit he did when he just like this was a TV show that this man was on. And these people were just trying to get on TV, trying to get a record deal. And he has fucked them up. Like, really. I mean, really, this is real life that he has screwed these people up. So it's just unfortunate. And I just can't wait for us to get to the verdict. Like, I'm just ready now. Let's just get to the verdict. Let's lock him up. Lock him up, because he has ruined some lives and he's just a shitty individual. But we will keep you posted. Maybe my big baby and you guys, I can't wait to have him back on the show, on the pod. I know a lot of people are waiting for him to be back on the pod. However, we both work full-time jobs and everything, so it's kind of hard, especially during the week, to get a pod in there. But maybe our next update will be together. And, we'll see what's going on, because I don't even know how long this is going to go. We don't even know how many people they have to call. There's a lot of people involved here, and I'm here for it. I just really hate that we can't see this shit. I hate it so much. But anyway, if you are new to the channel, again, if you're not, welcome back, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. You are the real MVP. If you're still here, I appreciate you. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I definitely would love to have you. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. Like the video, you guys. Again, it does wonders for the algorithm. It helps to push the video out to other people, because YouTube not doing it for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure out why. But I love you guys. Nope, I don't say that. I mean, I do, but I don't say that. I can never remember my outro. Yeah, listen, it's a wrap. Nope, I don't say that. All right, thanks you guys for still being here, and I will see you in the next video. Smooches.